it's your girl Lovejoy Style, and I'm coming at you guys really quick with the video of me creating my removable quick weave wig. I'm going to be doing a style similar to what you see on Black China or Cardi B. It's with the China bangs, and the hair is just bone straight. Today I'm going to be using some hair that I previously used in the past, and if you check out my last hair video, you'll see that I used this hair to create my middle part pronto quick weave. And the hair I'm going to be using is by Maxine's Hair Company, and it's the water wavy hair. And like I said, if you go back to my last video, you'll see that I straightened this hair out bone straight, and I wore it in that state. But this hair is now freshly washed, so it reverted back to its natural water wavy state. It's beautiful. I absolutely love this curl. And like I said, I've used this hair several times. As you can see, it's still bonded onto the stocking cap from my previous install. But I'm just going to be peeling these tracks out, re-gluing them, and working with what I have. And if you have any hair laying around your house, you can definitely reuse the hair, even if it has the bonding glue on it. So this is the hair. It's beautiful hair. I absolutely love this hair. This is like the most gorgeous hair I've ever received. It's perfect for summertime. It just has this wonderful wave. I've had this hair now for about 6 to 8 months, I believe. I want to say 6 to 8 months I've had this hair, and it's still super soft. I can just run my fingers through it. It doesn't shed, even though it's like cut up in several little pieces. I don't have a problem with shedding at all. It's really gorgeous hair. You ladies should really look into this hair by Maxine's Hair Company. Okay, so to create this style, I'll be using a spandex dome cap, and I purchased that from Family Dollar. I'll also be using this 30-second Salon Pro bonding glue. You'll also need some scissors, a plastic shower cap. If you don't have a plastic shower cap, you can also just use a plastic grocery store bag. I'm just going to put that on. And I'm also going to be using a regular spandex cap. And you'll just need your blow dryer to help the tracks bond quicker to the dome cap. So let's get started. If you're interested in this video, please do stay tuned. Also, if you want to see how I was able to, how this hair looks in a bone straight state, do check out my previous video of my quick weave pronto middle part weave. Okay guys, so my hair is freshly washed, and as you can see, my hair is cut into a short style. So usually when my hair was at a longer point, I would corn roll it to the back, but since it's not that long, I'm just gonna actually, you know, flatten it down as best as possible and add and put a stocking cap on top. So I comb my hair back straight to the back, and now I'm just going to add this stocking cap. And this is just so my hair can lay down as flat as possible, so that my wig is not bulky and all over the place. So next you'll be adding your stocking cap. Actually, let me just pin my hair up and show you guys how that looks. So all of my hair is up and protected under this stocking cap. And then you just go ahead and put the plastic shower cap on. So once you have your plastic shower cap on, you go ahead and take your dome cap out of the pack. Give it a little stretch to get it as like stretched out as possible. And then you just go ahead and put it over your hair. So people always ask, how do you keep the glue from getting stuck to your hair? The shower cap is what does that. You'll see at the end how I remove the shower cap. This does not stay on the wig unit. At the end, when the hair is completely dry, you just peel it out. And I'll be showing you guys how I do that towards the end. So, you take your dome cap, you slide it right onto that, right on top of your shower cap. Make sure your shower cap is pulled down as far as possible because it will slide back, especially when you're doing it by yourself and you don't have anyone to hold it for you. Just like that. Okay guys, so here is, I know I'm looking kind of crazy right now with this shower cap all over the place, but here is where you will be removing your the tracks from the stocking cap, because like I said, I previously used this hair several times, and the last time I used it, I created the pronto quick weave. So you're just gonna find your track and just pull, and it easily comes off. So you go to the bottom, you start with your last track. You'll kind of want to lay the tracks the same way, way you laid them onto. I'm gonna actually be using this as my first track because I want to be able to go around the whole hairline and kind of start right there. And that way, if the wind blows, back, all of the rim from the dome cap will be covered up. And here I am just removing all of the tracks from this stocking cap. You just pull them off. And because the hair is washed, the tracks just easily slide right off the cap. So now I have to go through all of the tracks and measure them from shortest to longest so that I can just stack them around accordingly. Okay guys, so I'm going to be getting ready to lay my first track, and I just want to show you guys what I use for like my guides to know where to bring my first track to. So as you can see, that line there, and then there's a line there, is where I will be stopping my first tracks. I will not bring them past this line. This is where I'll be laying my bang pieces in sections going back. So I've already applied the glue to the weft, and I just want to let it get a little tacky so that it doesn't slide right back off. And remember, when you're using like wavy hair and stuff like that, you do not want to stack your tracks too close to each other because the hair is going to be very full. So you want to make sure you have enough tracks and that when you straighten it, it's not all bulky and thick. So kind of like space your tracks out. I'll be showing you guys that as I lay the tracks. So my first track, like I said, I'm going to be laying it directly on the edge of this dome cap. Now another thing, if you guys have like the mannequin heads or the styrofoam heads or whatever, you can also create this look using one of those. For me, I just like to use my own head because that way I can ensure a proper fit. Usually when I do use the styrofoam cap, the styrofoam heads, they're pretty small. They're smaller than my head, so my wig units tend to come out a little bit small. So in order to build that styrofoam head up to get it to your size, you would have to measure your head and then tape it and kind of like build the the width and the height. So I don't have time for all that. I'm just going to be doing it on my own head. I've done this several times, so I'm kind of used to it. But if it's your first time, you may want to go ahead and use your styrofoam wig head. So, like I said, I'm going to lay, let me see how I can do this so you guys can see. My first track will be along the edge of this dome cap. And I'm going to stop it at my points that I showed you guys that I created. So, then you just take your blow dryer to dry the tracks and make sure it's nice and secure. So as you can see, this is how it looks when I laid my first track. Okay, so now I'm going to be measuring out another piece and doing the same thing. Measure out your pieces and just stack, 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 stack. Coming around to here, each track, and stopping. Just bonding the, applying the bond to the weft.
So like I said, because this hair is nice and full and wavy, I am spacing my tracks out pretty far. Like after I press the hair out, if I need to come back and add in, fill in those gaps, I'll do that. But from my previous install, I realized that this hair is so full and wavy. When I pressed it out, it was kind of a little too thick for me. So this style, I want it to be a little more like sleek and straight. So I'm going to be, like I said, spacing out each section about 2 finger widths wide. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a couple more tracks, and I'll come back and show you guys my progress. You guys, let me tell you, like, when you find some good hair that you really love, you praise that hair, sweat that hair, because it's not often that you get some hair that you can use this many times. The first install I created with this hair, I made a wig, and this hair actually came with a closure. So I made a wig unit, and I literally wore this wig straight for like 4 months. Then I took it off the wig. I just clipped the thread out, took it off the wig, and just kept making quick weave after quick weave after quick weave out of it. This is literally my 3rd or 4th quick weave with the same hair. And the reason why I love the hair so much, it is super, super soft. It does not tingle. It does not shed. It reverts back to its natural state each time you wash it. I pressed this hair out several times with extremely high heat. I've colored this hair. I've done it all to this hair, and this hair has been nothing but loyal to me. Like, this hair is gorgeous. Beautiful summer hair. Like I said, if you like a full beachy wave look, I'm telling you guys, try this hair. You will not be disappointed. Okay guys, so here I am so far. I'm at the top where you see this little circle here. And that's where I'm going to be making the closure to close off the wig. Now I'm going to try my hardest to show you how to do the closure. There are plenty of videos on YouTube explaining in detail how to make the closure, but I'm going to try to show you guys how I do it. So again, I'm going to be filling in that little circle there with my closure piece. So in order to get a flat closure, to get your closure as flat as possible, you want to have a really thin weft. So if your weft is thick, you want to go in and take a razor blade and split the weft. Now this hair that I'm going to be using to create my closure is totally different hair than what I have installed. It's another water wavy hair, but the reason why I'm using this is because the wefts are very thin, and they will give my closure, this weft will allow my closure to lay as flat as possible. So again, if you don't have a weft that's already thin, you want to go in with a razor blade and split the track. You can definitely go on YouTube and find videos of that being done. So I'm going to take about this much. I'm going to use about this much to create the closure. You're also going to need to have your flat irons warmed up. So go ahead and plug them in and warm them up. Okay, so once your flat irons are nice and warm or hot, just press out the hair. You want to make it as straight as possible. Just press it out. Get all the waves and crinkles, especially out of the top. Because once you're complete with the install, you're going to go back and press the hair out anyways, but it'll be easier if you just take care of the top before you roll the track into the little circle to make the closure. Okay, so I also like to take my flat irons and kind of like warm up the weft a little bit to get that so that the glue can be nice and tacky before applying it to my hair so that it doesn't seep through. So, as you can see here, I hope you can see, this is the side that has the majority of the beards. So that's the side. This side where you see the majority of the beards is the side you want to keep that facing away from you. And then you're going to take this end of the weft and begin to roll it back. But of course, first you're going to want to glue the weft. When you glue the weft, be sure to only use very little glue. If you use too much, it will seep through and the whole closure the top of the closure will have glue all on it. So very little glue. Just squeeze it out very soft, very gently. If you realize you use too much, it's best to go back in with a piece of tissue and remove any excess glue that might be too much on the weft. Make sure you really get those ends though, the ends of the weft, so that it can stay closed down. Now before I begin to roll, again the beards facing away from you. You want to dry the glue a little bit, get it a little tacky, and that way it will also prevent it from seeping through and sitting on top of the closure. I still like to go in after I've applied the glue and take my finger and just wipe off whatever I can. You really do not want a lot of glue. So now I'm going to roll it back in a tight circle, a tight little circle. So you want to roll, roll it back, roll it back, roll it back. Just keep rolling until you get all the way to the end, making sure it's nice and tight. Sorry if you guys can't really see what I'm doing, but this is how it looks when it's rolled back. Take your blow dryer and dry that. Okay, so once your closure is dry and stuck together, you want to take the hair and split it, basically split it down the middle as best as you can and flip it over. And then you're going to take your flat iron and press the hair so that, and press the weft so that it's nice and flat. And then you just apply it right there to the middle. which I think I'm going to need another track because that's a little big. Okay, so once your closure is, sorry guys, once your closure is split evenly in half with the hair going on both sides, you want to take your flat iron while it's nice and hot and press down that closure. Just close your flat irons as tight as you can get it on that closure. Each side of the closure should be like that, okay? So there you have it. Now it's nice and flat. There's the closure piece. And it should fit right there in that circle. I do still have to, I need to glue that down, but just showing you guys how it should fit. Okay, so it's not glued down yet, but I just wanted to give you guys a little view of how it should look once you do go ahead and glue it in the circle. It should be nice and flat. So to glue it, you can either just gently put a little glue there on the closure or just in the center. I usually just put it on the closure. Oh, there's so much hair, it's getting on my nerves. Okay, so I'm going to glue the closure. Which way do I want that to go? So just a little glue. Don't be too heavy-handed on the glue. You do not want it to seep out and get all over the hair. And allow that to dry as well. A little bit, get it a little tacky before placing it into the center here. Okay, and now you just place it into the center and press down as hard as you can. You can even use your flat iron to press it down as well. Just like that. Okay? So now my wig is complete. Okay, so once everything dries, all of the tracks dry, I'll come back and show you guys how I remove the shower cap. See, that's the closure. It blends in perfectly. There's no glue on the top. It never fails. Every time I go to create this look, I don't know if I want to do a side part, side swoop bang, or go ahead and do my straight across. China bang. We shall see. So now you can go ahead and take off the wig. See? Got your hair under the wig. No glue on it at all. Everything is, all of the bonding glue is stuck to the shower cap. But I'm going to allow my hair to dry a little longer, and then I'll come back and show you guys how I peel off the shower cap. Okay guys, so here is how I remove the plastic shower cap from the unit. And it's so easy. You just simply pull it out. Slowly pull it out. You do not keep this in, or you do not keep this attached to your unit. Like just doing my hair alone, my head literally sweat to death. So you pull this out, and there you have it. There's your shower cap that you started with. Okay? So I'm going to put my stocking cap back on. You may always want to wear a stocking cap underneath your wig unit. You might want to do that. Now let me just see which way is the top. I'm going to put the bad boy back on and show you guys how it fits and how it looks. I haven't done a cut yet, so we'll get back to that part a little later. Just want to show you guys how the unit fits. It fits perfectly to my head. It's nice and snug, how I like it. Now, like I said, I've done this style plenty of times. I've done it using my mannequin heads, and the fit has not been as secure and as tight as it is when you just go ahead and construct the wig on your own head. I mean, it's easier to do it the other way, but this way I'm sure to get a perfect fit. This is just the stocking cap. Now this is where I would probably begin my bing. And I can already tell I'm going to have to go in and add a couple more pieces into the bing because it feels like it's going to be a little thin, but I don't like my bings to be too thick and bulky. So we'll see. Oh, damn,
I'm really liking this swoop. What to do, what to do, what to do. I really suck at curling hair. Oh no, guys, I don't know to cut a bang or not. To wear it in a swoop or what? Like that did absolutely nothing. I suck at using a flat iron to curl. Oh God. I may not know what to do. I don't know if I should do my bang straight across or go ahead and do the swoop over. Let me think about it, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, guys, I'm just gonna go with what I originally said I was gonna do, which is my straight across China bang. Now, when you're cutting your bangs, you do not want to do too much at once. So you want to literally like determine where you want your bangs to be or how wide you want your bangs to be. So I have it from here. Let me see, do I want my closure in there? I don't really like my bangs too wide, so I'm gonna start off with little sections at a time and keep working my way over. This cut really will determine how your hair is gonna be, if you'll love it or you'll hate it. So you gotta be really careful and take your time. When I'm cutting my bangs, I usually like to take a little water and wet them. I'm literally going to start off with this little piece right here because I do not want to mess these bangs up because it's really no going back and fixing them. So you want to also determine how long you want your bangs. I like my bangs to be right in here. Okay, so this is where I will cut, and always go a little bit longer. You can go back in and fix it. Make sure your scissors are nice and sharp, and just cut straight across. Now I can already tell these are a little too long, but we're gonna fix them. Don't pull down too much and give too much tension, because if so, your bangs will literally, once you're finished cutting, they'll shoot all the way back up to the top. So just, you want to hold them down lightly and cut across. Now I'm going to flatten that out just to see how it looks and what else I need to do to it. And remember, like, if you even go a little short, this is a wig, so you can always pull them down, or if it's a little too long, pull it back. That's the beauty of this type of wig. If you feel you went too short, pull it down a little bit. If you feel you went too long, slide it back. Okay, so now that I have determined the middle section of my bang, all I really need to do now is cut in this way. And you only want to go as wide as you want your bangs to be. And now you do the same on this side. Okay, right now we're looking a little crazy, but don't worry. Once we add the heat to it and flatten them bad boys out and straighten down the rest of the hair, trust me, you will love it. So keep combing your hair forward, and all of those little pieces that come down forward over your cut, you just cut those off as well. Now be very careful on this side. You do not want to go too deep. Literally just pinch off a little bit at a time. You can always go back and take off more, but do not do too much at once. I prefer a straight across bang. Some people like theirs a little more rounded. I prefer mine straight across. So let me flat iron that out and see. Okay guys, right now we're just working the bangs. We're fixing up the bangs to make sure they're where we want it to be. Then I'll go in and I will fully press out the whole entire unit. I don't know. might be a little too closed in for me. I'll probably just open it up a little more. On this end, I'll probably just go in and take a little more off. Oops. See, I went a little too high. Just pull it down. Put your rest of your cut, go a little bit lower. Okay guys, so here we are all straightened out. I had to take it off and put it on my stand to press it out because doing it on my head was totally getting on my nerves. So let's put it on. The fit is so perfect. So here's the end result. Okay, so what I'm thinking about doing is probably adding some color to the ends of the hair. I think I'm gonna ombre it, and I'm going to be using you know, some bleach to lift it, and then I'm gonna be going over it with the Kiss Electric Blue or Midnight Blue. So whenever I do that, I will make sure to record myself doing that so you guys can see. Again, here's the final look. If you like this video, please do thumbs it up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys later.